really excited to be bringing this video to you. I will be taking you with me along to the Twin Cities Book Festival. Now, this book festival is the biggest book festival of the Midwest. There's gonna be so many vendors and authors and activities, and I just can't wait to look at all the new releases and meet some new folks. I am incredibly exhausted, but I'm gonna power through it because I've been waiting for this day for months. So at 5 o'clock this morning, I completed an 8.5-hour drive from Michigan to Minnesota. I get these tortillas every time that I go back to Michigan, and I left them on my kitchen table because I was tired, and I just like came in and threw my bags down and zonked out. And when I woke up this morning, I had found that we had a little visitor. Ravenclaw took it upon herself to eat a fourth of my tortillas. She literally bit every single one. Every single one. It's okay because nothing can bring me down on this day. Let's get going to the book festival and see what we can get into. Okay, so good news, I walked outside and it's beautiful. I was definitely expecting a really cold, chilly fall weather, but this is just sunny and gorgeous. Can't wait to get there. I'm about 15 minutes away. I'm so excited. Look at this baby onesie. That's so cute.
Require hunting.
I love this one though. This is my favorite. If I had a baby, this is what it would be wearing all the time.
Well, and Sherlock Holmes dress.
Okay. I want that shirt.
I do like that.
This Alice in Wonderland memorabilia. There's the key. So this book looks really interesting. It's a collection of essays about institutional violence against women, including the witch hunts. And it covers all of the various ways that women have been disenfranchised and controlled by the patriarchy. And I'm really debating getting it because it looks phenomenal. I need this book, by the way. Like, I need this. This book looks incredible because it covers the various challenges that fathers face in raising their children, and it also addresses gay and trans fathers. Rights of fathers to care for their children is an issue in our country that we haven't really unpacked as well as we should have. And so I'd be interested to see in how father rights are examined in this book, especially as that intersects with queer men and non-binary men and trans men. So I literally might get this. So I am at Cursor Books right now, and I just picked up Queen Solomon, and this book is by Tamara Faith Berger. I'm really interested in this book because it tells the story of a young boy who's living in Toronto, whose life is turned upside down when a Ethiopian Jew exchange student comes to his home and gets him wrapped up in the world of binge drinking and BDSM and psychosocial sexual games. And then her name is Barbara, and she mysteriously vanishes from his life for 7 years. The boy goes on to go to graduate school, and then she pops back up to once again turn his life upside down. And this book is supposed to be very, very heavy in terms of explicit sexual content, to deal with matters of race and borders, and I'm just super excited to get into it. And then also another thing that's interesting is that it changes vantage points, meaning not vantage points, but it changes the timeline. So it goes back and forth between the past and the present, which is always a fantastic literary tool. And then finally, we never find out the name of this boy who's narrating the story, which I find very interesting. So this is Queen Solomon. I may be picking this book up. Let me know if you've heard of it. I'm really, really interested. Also, can we just admire, look at these covers. I've heard really good things about this book though. How adorable is this book right here? It's a middle grade book. And it has some illustrations and really beautiful type. And it's about Christmas, which is right around the corner. Then there's this book, which is absolutely stunning. Day of the Flesh came out at the end of August of 2018, and it is by Ambrose Perry, which is actually a pseudonym for a husband-wife duo. The husband is a famous mystery author, and the wife is a medical historian. And so the book is historical fiction. It takes place in Edinburgh in 1847. And it covers a really intricate, dark, gruesome murder mystery that a prestigious doctor, Dr. Simpson, and his apprentice, what is his apprentice's name? His apprentice, Will Raven, gets wrapped up in and are responsible for solving this deep, dark case. Now, Dr. Simpson is actually the person who is responsible for the discovery of chloroform, and the book is also about medical advancements during this time. Benedict Cumberbatch's production company will be making this into either a TV show or a movie, so I'm really excited to check this book out. It sounds absolutely phenomenal. And then I was also informed that many historical figures make slight, subtle cameos within this book so that it's a really well-rounded historical fiction piece of work. And on top of that, the cover, like the blue and the gold, is just, it's just stunning. The hardcover is going for $26 in the US, $14.99 UK prices, and I'm really tempted to get this book, even though I'm on a book buying ban. But like, look at this art. Ugh, I'm dying. So I just found out that the book is at a discounted price today, and I bought it.
20, including, oh sure, she runs a science fiction and fantasy.
Okay, so I'm on my way out, and I ran into Delia Remington's booth, and she has a brand new vampire fiction series that came out, and it's got 3 books in it, and the first one is In the Blood. Now this book won 2nd place at the International Vampire, I know, it's a lot to say. Let's see if I can do it. So this book, oh my gosh, I can't do it. This book, I cannot talk today, don't mind me. This book won 2nd place at the 2018 International Vampire Film and Arts Festival. Yes, I did it! It's also the 2018 Silver Stake Literary Award winner. And it is not a vampire romance, so you don't have to worry about a remake of Twilight. And now I'll just tell you about the story. So the story is about Marie Antoinette, who has been in hiding since the end of the French Revolution, and she is unfortunately drawn back out into the light and then spends most of book 1 in conflict between wanting to preserve who she is as a historical figure and her own desires, and also wanting privacy and protection. The author has told me that she is quite a big personality, as much as you would expect from a royal character. So if you enjoy characters that are robust and personality driven, I bet you're gonna love this book, especially if you love vampires and been turned off like me because of the Twilight series. Yeah, that's all I have about this so far. And again, this is the cover, and it's just gorgeous. Like, I love the black and the red. So now I am at the booth for Queen of Swords Press. They have a lot of really fantastic works that center queerness and intersectionality and women as part of their stories. The first one that caught my eye is by Catherine Lundoff. It's by Catherine Lundoff. This book is called Silver Moon, and it covers a community of vampires. I'm the worst. There's a werewolf on the cover.
Vampire someday, we're not there yet.
Thank you. Let's try this again. This covers a community of werewolves, and the protagonist is a queer woman werewolf who is beginning to unpack and discover her queer sexuality. And so she's not only doing that, but she's unpacking what it means to be a woman, to be a werewolf, and to be queer. So there's a lot of different layers to her character, which I just find really intriguing, and werewolves on top of that is perfect for October reads. And then the other one that I'm really freaking out about is called Out of This World, and it's referenced as queer speculative fiction stories, which is why it caught my eye. So these stories will feature vampires, witches, ghosts in a universe where queerness is central, which I think sounds really fantastic. And the cover art is just beautiful. Like, I love the purple and the standout eerie yellow font. It's just fantastic. And this book is by Alex Axe, who is a genderqueer author, and the book is called Murder on the Titania. It is a steampunk, mystery adventure book, and the main character has some queerness aspects to her as well. It just sounds really fun and exciting, and who doesn't love steampunk? Okay, so I'm leaving the festival and walking back to my car. I spent about $80 to $100. I'm really not excited to check my bank account and look at the frickin' damage, but holy cow, did I get some amazing books and book memorabilia. I'm so excited to get home and show you everything that I picked up. Sorry, I was crossing the street and I figured I would look both ways and, you know, not be one of those vloggers who walk and die. So I don't know if I'll have time to film a haul to show you everything that I got today, because I have to go get ready for Zombie Pub Crawl, which starts in like 30 minutes, and I'm not even in my hair and makeup. I will say that I am completely overwhelmed in a beautiful and grateful way about how many stories that are coming out in 2018 that are queer speculative fiction, that are providing commentary about what it's like to be a woman or a non-binary person in America. There's so much literary commentary going on right now, and I'm so grateful for each and every book that's being written about these issues. I think for the longest time people were hesitant to write LGBTQ folks and women as diverse and powerful and well-rounded characters, because they felt that writing characters that were so complex in terms of their identity would somehow take away from the story. And now I think in 2018 we're realizing more than ever that all that really does is add to the story and make it more complex and relatable. I'm just excited to get all these books home and show you all the things that I got.